Hi everyone. Although Charles Mingus's tune Goodbye Pork Pie Hat is in many ways an extreme reharmonisation of a standard minor key blues, its structure still essentially retains that of a basic 12-bar blues progression. The initial 4 bars, for example, as in a standard blues, are framed by the tonic chord, which is changed from the diatonic F-7 to an F7 chord. The 5th bar also begins as in a standard blues, with the subdominant here presented in its diatonic -7 form. The expected return to tonic harmony in bars 7 and 8, however, is not included, and the order of subdominant and dominant chords in bars 9 and 10, as with a move typical of many embellished minor key blues progressions, is reversed, with this B-flat 7 chord heard as the altered subdominant. F7 is then sounded in bar 11, returning the progression to the tonic. From this basis, Mingus proceeds to connect these structural harmonies, initially through these bars with a progression which may be heard either as an altered submediant moving to the Neapolitan supertonic, or as a secondary dominant resolving to the Neapolitan. Neither of these analyses, however, account for the B dominant chord in bar 2. It is only if we hear all of these chords as tritone substitutions for the diatonic, supertonic, dominant and tonic chords can the B chord's function be established. These bars then move as a 1-2-5-1 progression, which is used again at the work's conclusion. Through these bars, this E-flat 7 chord is the diatonic 7th on F minor's subtonic, and this D-flat 7 chord can here again be heard as the altered submediant, or less likely in this instance as the tritone substitution for F minor's supertonic. These bars then move as a 7-6-7-1 progression. As mentioned earlier, bar 5 begins with the diatonic subdominant before again sounding a D-flat 7 chord, which in this instance is probably treated as the tritone substitution of F minor's supertonic. This G7 chord can then be heard as the diatonic supertonic, which has been changed to a dominant 7th, which then moves to F minor's diatonic dominant. The following chords can be heard either as a secondary 2-5 progression, here occurring after the target of C dominant 7th harmony, or perhaps here more likely as tritone substitutions for the diatonic mediant and submediant chords. These chords then follow on to the tritone substitutions for the diatonic, supertonic, dominant and tonic chords, thereby forming a common 3-6-2-5-1 progression. And finally, as we've already seen, this B-flat 7 may be heard as the altered subdominant, which moves through the diatonic dominant and subtonic chords to conclude the work with a 1-2-5-1 progression. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.